Hi, I'm Robert Knoll. You're at the Guitar Zone. Yes, this is a lesson that I'm probably going to continue in many parts, but this is just an introduction to healing, guitar healing, the power of this instrument and music to heal. I'm not talking about the psychic, mumbo jumbo, supernatural, googly moogly. I'm talking about the sciences. I'm talking about psychology, neurology, and how tones, musical tones, intervals can affect our emotions and feelings. Have a bad day. Everybody does. And I have good and bad days, and it can be a range of emotions that I go through. Or I'm just not feeling good, or something's bothering me. I pick up my guitar, I can usually use my guitar to heal me, or at least to offer some mellowness, to take off the stress. So I've found over the years that it works for me. And it can work for others if you explore it and take an adventure into healing with your guitar, healing with music, okay? What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking basically in music theory about intervals. Of course, we have minor seconds. If I play a G and those two notes together, we get dissonance. I get tritones in there, and I get ugliness. I get, that actually causes stress, right? A major 7 note with a root, that hurts. But then if I have that major 7 and I put a major 3rd in there, my environment becomes more healthy. So there are intervals that cause tension and intervals that release tension in music. And that's the same with our feelings and emotions. And this is how music affects us. It affects our heart and our mind and our thinking because it's so powerful. Those intervals, a perfect fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's solid, powerful, heavy metal. If I play perfect fourths, that's kind of a weird kind of sound, okay? If I play, minor thirds, it's kind of sad. How about minor 6? Ooh, kind of sad, kind of gloomy. So every interval has an emotion I can attach to it. So in healing chords, I think the most healing note in the triad would be the major 3rd. Because if I play, for instance, an A, and I play, if I play a 4th or a 5th, or a minor 6, or a tritone, I play the major 3rd, wow, all of a sudden I get warmness. And if I add the 5th then, and a major 3rd maybe on the top, I get a really nice, here I have a root, a major 7, and a major 3rd. Listen. That's much more mellow than A7. When I add the major 3rd and that C sharp to the A chord, if you play your A chord, whatever way you play it, you take your major 7 here, and then you add your major 3rd, and I can put the E on the top, you get that wonderful A major 7. I could do it like this too. I could put my major 7 up here on the top, but I still got that major 3rd, making that chord really mellow and suggestive of mellowness. I've included the open B and E, and I guess I could do a bass line, bum bum. That's really pretty, that's mellow, that's soothing to me. That A major 7, and if I take off the the B would be the 9, So another interval would be if I include 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And instead of calling that a second, I'll call that a 9. A minor 7, A minor 9. Is that kind of healing? Maybe a little sad, but healing. If I take that and put that on a major chord, and I did so we're talking about healing. If I put the 9 down here, 1, 7, 9, 5. It's very mellow. So 9s or 2s, major seconds, can be healing. Major thirds are warm. Even a major 6. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I put a major third and fifth there, wow, that 6 made that really. Versus the 7, which is real serious. The 6 mellows out. My favorite mellow tone, though, and most basic, is exploring the major third. Well, we have minor third, which is kind of sad, but when we bring in that major third, it gets happier. And if we put the major 7 in there, it even gets happier. So here's some of my favorite chords. Maybe you'll start to analyze these chords. I always like to go to the big C chord. Here's big C. And the big C here is, of course, your C chord, but I'm actually changing the fingering. I'm putting my third finger down on G, fourth finger on the C, second finger on E, open G, C, and then the root. And I've got this lovely C chord, but what if I take off the first finger? Then I get the major 7. Your C scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this chord now has a fifth in the bass, a root. It's got the major third, which is the E, the 7, which is B, and then I've got another third on the top. I've had a bad day, and I get to that Sunset Beach, that major 7. Well, here's another chord. If I take C and I keep the third, I add the fifth in the bass, the root, the third. Ooh, there's a weird note. A 9 and an ooh. One of my favorite chords here. Ooh. So what do I have here? I have the 5, the root, the major third. This would be a dominant 7. It's pretty weird to have in here. And then I've got the 2, which is the 9. And then I've got a flat 5. Kind of mysterious. But that's really probably one of my favorite chords. But it's oh, I don't know. It's just, wow, it opens up the whole world to me. All the possibilities. And then that major 7 chord. Major 7 chords. Here's a D major 7. D, and I'm just borrowing the 2nd fret. A, C sharp. So you learn your D major 7. Your D major 9. You know, we can even power that up. D major 9, throw a 5 in the bass, make it even warmer in the bottom. So there are lots of possibilities. One of my favorite E chords is this big E chord. I've got open E, B, I'm muting out the D string. I got G sharp, which is a third. I've got the major 7 and a major third on the top. Listen to this. Here's an E chord. Here's my mellow chord. It's beautiful. Here's one of my favorite chords, very favorite chord. I got open E, B, G open, and I've got a D and an F sharp. Ooh. What have we got here? Well, I've got the root. The first finger's playing the fifth. The G. Ooh, what would that be? That would be a minor third. So I do have a minor chord here with a 9, a minor 9. Well, E, there's a 9, right? So here we have the open E. The B would be the perfect fifth. Then we get to the open G. We're skipping over the. We could add that extra E in there, but let's leave it out. So I've got my first finger on B, the open G, or third, and then this D here in the key of E would be a dominant 7. So we've got a minor 7 chord, and then this F sharp on the top would be the minor 9. Listen how pretty that chord is. Wow. 7, 9, or minor 9, and here's that major 7. A little sadder, a little more on the mellow, a little more happy. The sun's coming out. It's just like that C chord and the major 7. C is good, but the sun comes out. The healing begins with that major 7. A D chord is fine, but when you make it a major 7, oh, the heart, the sun comes out. It's beautiful. D is fine. D7's fine. But when you make it a major 7, D chord, major 7. So this video is basically on getting into the healing chords, okay? What I call healing chords. I'm going to do more videos on this. But I wanted to talk a little bit associating intervals. To me, the major third is very healing. A minor third is a little sadder. But I also can bring in the 9, which brings in another mellowness to me. And sometimes a major 6 can be mellow, a more mellow tone than I would say a minor 6. So this is why you want to learn about triads and inversions and learn your intervals. But if I'm having a tough day, I need to heal, or I need to heal someone else. I'm not going to play them tritone chords. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to give you some nice major 7s. Here's my type 2 C major 7. I put the G in the bottom, and I've got the E added with my baby finger, which would be the third. But if I take the third off, it's a 9. To me, that heals. So check it out. Try it. Also, stay tuned for my Patreon. Pretty soon, you're going to be able to subscribe for some wonderful things on Patreon. Guitars.